Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one.
Yeah, and anything you'll get... Oh, I've suddenly skipped.
Yep. Hopefully, that'll be better now.
Yes, it suddenly skipped the rather chill music, which I enjoyed. So, that music at the start was Something Something Hungry Hippo, which was really quite
It's
chill.
called Happy by Mango.
There we go.
It's available on non-copyrighted sounds if people want to go and
Yay.
check it out.
Please do. We like promoting cool music.
Yeah, especially when they don't force us to pay for it.
Or copyright strikers.
Yes.
Because fuck you, random company in Taiwan.
Oh, and then some.
Sorry, Vietnam.
What was it? Was it Vietnam?
Mm-hmm. Christ fucking hell.
Yeah. There's lots of people who go, oh, I see all this music from artists like Kevin MacLeod. Let's copy strike it.
Oh, this is even better. I see you're playing background music of a game that's been developed by Square Enix.
Oh,
Let's content ID that. Only not all of it, just one particular section. One particular melody on the fucking song.
Which one was that?
That's my Vagrant story playthrough. I suddenly clicked on and it was like, oh, we're content IDing this particular melody. Not the song, the melody. Although the content ID recognised the song. I had to go, I don't recognise the company, look everything up, and my responses to dispute went from, here's all the factual information, to fuck off. Very quickly. Up to and including sending feedback. I know it won't get picked up. Sending feedback to YouTube to go, these guys should not be abusing this system for something that's made by Square Enix.
Yeah, it's someone else entirely.
Like, Christ almighty. It doesn't affect the channel because we're not monetized and we're
No.
not going to be monetized for,
A few decades yet, based on the
Decade.
figures, but... Oh, that was a loud slur.
Oh, so yes, hello, welcome to TigerTails Radio. My name is Xavier Wolf. In
And
the
I'm
corner
TK.
is Techno Monkey.
This isn't a Friday stream.
It's Techno Monkey. If I see him a little blah, it's because I am a little bit blah. So it's that time of year.
He is blah, yeah. That's why he's got the lion.
I have the lion. I need more plushies. I need blankets.
We got a garage full of plushies.
It's out in the cold. Fuck that.
They'll be warm. About 10 seconds in here, they'll soon warm up.
Bollocks to that. 10 seconds in the cold. Have you ever wandered out into the cold going, I will quickly get something, and then come back in and gone, oh!
Yeah, you come back into this room and it's like, this room is a furnace.
I have lion.
Whereas like, I'm thinking about, I'm maybe going to go and get an ale here just so I can try and cool down a bit.
Oh yes, so whilst it's really hot, I will get something that will potentially make me tipsy, so therefore I will be hot and tipsy.
Yes, which I think is far better than just being hot.
Because that won't be bad in any way, shape or form.
No, not at all, not in the slightest.
So yes, hello and welcome.
Let's go check in with Discord. Hello, Cosmic in Discord.
Hey, Cosmic.
And Cosmic saying it's freezing cold, and by
20
that
C.
he means it's 20 degrees C.
Fahrenheit. I am assuming Fahrenheit.
No, 20 degrees C.
Yes.
Celsius. The not Fahrenheit, the other one.
Degree centigrade. I thought Fahrenheit was degree centigrade.
Oh, Fahrenheit is Fahrenheit.
How many fucking temperature measurements are there?
3. Kelvin, Fahrenheit, Celsius.
Okay.
They're the ones I know of. There may be others,
So
because science.
it's the American one that confuses us, whereas we've got the English one that
Yes.
decides to go, it's a largish number.
We have the one that if you have 100 of it, it boils water.
If you have 100 of it, fuck going anywhere.
Yeah, you are dead.
Like if you have 30 of it, fuck going anywhere.
Yeah, if you have 100 of it, your blood has already boiled if it's outside. You are already dead.
Yes, I will have sympathies. I don't know what it equates to for 20 degrees, but I do know American weather is at that point of I would really love to experience it, and also fuck that noise, because it's like I would really love to experience powdered snow.
There we go, about 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey,
Cosmic is translated for you.
I would really love to experience like the powdered snow that's actually a couple of foot up, because we don't get much in England, and we barely get a couple of foot in England. The last snowfall which locked us down was barely a foot, but that covered everything very quickly. Oh, fucking hell. 293.5 Kelvin. So we don't get snow, which is a shame, because I like the idea of being able to enjoy snow. What I don't like with snow is the fact that it's like cold and you get soaked.
Yeah, the fact that it's cold and wet are the two things that kind of turn me off snow.
But it's partly my own fault, because as we don't experience snow, we don't have things like proper wet weather gear. So it's like you get your rain-resistant coats and your rain-resistant trousers, and maybe, if you're very lucky, your rain-resistant shoes. Introduce them to snow and you realise resistant is a suggestion.
Yeah, no, snow is very much... I enjoy it on my own terms. It's like, it's fun to go and lark about in for a little while, but then I want it to go away. Oh, and Cosmic says, I love snow, when I choose to have it.
Yeah, I would love to be able to play in powdery snow and then have like a hot jacuzzi going, but England doesn't have that. It's a case of slurry.
See, when I went to Sweden, we had like, there were drifts of it, kind of going like 4 foot high. And they were great fun. And then we went on this little traily hikey thing. Yeah, and then at the end of it, they were serving mulled wine.
Oh, nice.
Which was very nice.
Back in the day when flights to Europe and that were cheap, or flights to European countries were cheap.
Back in the day when it was free for me because it was a work trip.
Oh, there was that as well.
Yeah.
We don't have that unless you're very lucky.
My company got bought by the Swedes, who were like, well, since you're going to be selling our product, we're going to take you to Sweden and show you how we make it. Okay!
Yeah, never mind.
I am okay with this. You may take me to Sweden. I allow it.
So this is episode 46, season 12. We are coming towards the end of the season 12 and the end of 2020.
Yeah.
Which feels like it's been given an extension and a half.
2020 has felt like a long and also really short year. It's felt really long because we haven't been allowed to go out and experience 2020. But it's felt really short because everything's so kind of time compressed where we've all been locked down that you lose track of days.
Well, especially with some of the work that we do, because one of the biggest advantages of having the ability to go out is you change the background and you change the environment, and people come in and change the close proximity environment. When things become more static, suddenly it's a case of hello, Hedgie. Bye-bye, Hedgie.
Yep.
Hello, Hedgie. Bye-bye. Why are you wearing a sheet? Why is the studio filled with toys?
Those are two questions which have genuinely been asked.
Frequently. It's like cabin fever is now striking. And to be honest, I fully agree, because having had a holiday, I'm now going back to work. And it's like, some stuff's changed. Okay, fine, it happens every time I go on holiday. But it's still the same stuff most of the time. And you suddenly sit there and go, previous years I was able to actually go out. I could have gone in a coach trip somewhere. I could have been in fucking Italy. What the fuck shall I do this weekend?
Day trip.
Wear a sheet.
Rent a car and day trip.
Rent a car. I'm looking at that. I do need to update my driver's license so it's here.
Yeah, don't we all?
Because that was fun. Moving house, I had to update my driver's license from where I lived previously to the house I was moving out of, so I could hire a van to move here.
Why don't you just put it to this address then?
Because I needed my addresses to match the house I was currently living at with the utility bills I had.
Dull.
Give us proof of your address. I'm moving. Yeah, so the one you're living at. Okay, needs to match on your driver's license. Right. Okay.
Can you just say I've already updated that?
If I had and they checked, which they can do because it's all online. Thank fuck. Yeah. They'd have realised. Wait, you've never updated your driver's license to be at the address that you're moving from to get. And it's like, I'm not having that shit. So yeah. The one good thing I will say with certain government stuff now, there is some very useful online tools that exist now.
Yes.
It's like, I will sing heartily the praises of the online tools utilised by the job office, even though people will bitch about the job office. I really like their online tools, and I'm glad Hedgie's using them, and hopefully he will get a job out of that.
I haven't used them in 7 years.
In 7 years, it's probably been. Oh no, yeah, it would have been implemented about that time. But yeah, the online job stuff, brilliant. Online driving stuff now, brilliant. For those with no context, because you're young, you had to post all of your shit off, fill out the forms, and hope that you filled it in with the correct colour pen.
In the correct places.
And you're not going to open the fucking envelope again, because fuck trying to reseal one of those government envelopes to check. Because you know when you think about it, to check, it's after you've sealed it.
Yeah.
Not before. Or if you have, your brain goes, you check something important. Can't remember what it was. Clearly isn't important then.
Yeah. Trouble is, when you got the old government forms and put them in the envelope, once that envelope is sealed, if you have forgotten anything, you staple it to the back of the envelope because there ain't no way you're getting it in anymore. It is done. And if you've forgotten anything, you have to go, I'll email them.
So that's good. The divorce stuff, though, and the wedding stuff, that's still a pain in the fucking arse, especially when it's a case of, right, I wish to get registered. Okay, you need to register your interest with the correct party. Cool, who's that? One of these 3 options, one of which is correct. The other 2 are a lie. Sorry? Fuck you. That was the fun bit. It was like, okay, so have you registered with the registrar? Yes? In the right area. Which area is that? You tell us. Sorry, what? My own fault. Fucking lived in Dorset. Getting married in Southampton.
Well done.
Brilliant. We got it sorted. I
could tell because you ended up getting married.
Yeah, we got married.
That was the clue that you'd got it sorted.
It was an absolutely fantastic day. It was the hottest day of that year.
It was.
And interestingly enough, hottest day of that year, but clearly had not read the memo about the years to come where it went, hey, 30 degrees, fuck you.
It was the hottest day of that year. Myself, Hedgie and Echo were then destined to scoot back to Echo's place as soon as your dude finished and jump in a car to go to Wales.
Which you successfully did. Along with a bunch of cake and bacon butties, because we went for the option to have bacon butties.
They may or may not have survived the journey.
I doubt they would have.
No, they did not survive the journey. They were nommed quite happily on the way. We stopped at a little kind of car parky resty stop thing.
Nice.
And I think we interrupted some doggers because some other people then just drove off very quickly afterwards. Nice. And it was like, whoops.
Some random aside. So yes, we'll swiftly go through our weeks. Last week I was on holiday and I learnt why Sonic Adventure has not had a 3rd iteration.
Yeah, and it's not because Sega are like Valve and can't count to 3.
They have counted to 3. They created Sonic 3.
Yes. Yeah, Sonic Adventure is not a fun series.
This is my first experience of a game that I have actively struggled to not complete. I've struggled to complete games. That sentence will be iterated in the video series that I'm putting up when you get to it. But I struggled to actually record because so many things went wrong. I'm not unexperienced with recording games. I know what options to select in the studios and the OBSs and set up my Audible and shit like that so I can edit the sound. So as much as it sounds like I'm in a bedroom, I can at least make it sound less like I'm in a bedroom and probably more like I'm in a fucking closet because my sound... Well, my sound after sound editing effects is terrible. But I can at least remove things like the fan that's constantly going and the clicking of the mouses and the buttons aside from God of War, because holy fuck. And the sounds from outside. I can do shit like that, and I've still got to edit out every single fucking cough and sneeze. I'll do that as I go. But there's so many things went wrong in trying to record this game. I had a week, and I spaced out bits because I wanted to have time to myself. I did a bit of streaming on Monday, which I enjoyed. And then Tuesday it was like, ugh. But I had a week, and it got to the point where on Friday I had to go, fuck it, I am going to finish recording this. ... So, yeah.
It's like plans of mice and men.
Yeah, I had issues with that particular game and trying to record it, but that series is now done. I just need to edit it and throw it up onto TigerTails Gaming, and it means I can now focus. I probably will enjoyably focus some time to dedicate some time to God of War 2, because that's the one I want. I'm going to move on to. But yeah, it's been a game that I've played, problems, many of. And then I happily deleted it off of my hard drive.
And never to be seen again.
No, I'm not going back to that game. You'll follow the series, and I'm thinking of having to edit specific things in to highlight the stress and madness of trying to complete that. But yeah, we'll see how much patience I have for that. But yeah, that was my week. Outside of that, it was chill, doing some YouTube video editing, YouTube watching. Bits and pieces.
Enjoying the rain.
Yeah, the rain was annoying. Raking leaves, which is an interesting pastime. Don't mind that too much. Bits and pieces. So trying to do as little as possible while still trying to do project work. Weekend was indeed streaming TigerTails Gaming, because I do my stream and chill on Saturdays. And then Friday we did Games That Kick My Ass.
Yeah, with a game that didn't really kick your ass this time.
But this was a Halloween-style one, so feel free to track down that one. That was Gregory's Horror Story.
Gregory's Horror Show, Soul
Gregory's
Collector.
Horror Show, yeah. We may actually go back to that, because
that was fun.
It's fun. It can be frustrating, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And I've never played it. I've seen people play it before, but I've never played it. But yeah, back to work.
Yeah, fun.
November.
Whereas work for me has been fun, he says. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at the
you were
office.
at work, that's
Yeah,
the thing. You were leaving for work.
At the office,
until
yeah.
that point.
Until Thursday, when we got told to go home. And it's like, okay. And I can't reveal the reason why we got told to go home. We just got told to go home. And so Friday
Technical difficulties.
Kind of, yes. And so Friday was spent working from home, which made me very happy because I like working from home. I mean, I don't mind working from the office, I'll put up with it, but if I don't have to use the peasant wagon with all the horrible COVID sufferers in the bus with me, then I'm a happier bunny. So
Not actually COVID sufferers, these are just random people, you know,
random
members
people
of the
who
public.
completely fail how to use a mask properly or just don't bother wearing a mask and... Oh.
Not necessarily everyone, just the ones that he picks on the bus, the street, points at, laughs at, swears at. You know.
Oh no, on the street, that's fine. You don't need to wear a mask on the street per se, so long as you're not getting up in everyone's faces. As long as you're keeping yourself at a respectful distance to everyone else, then on the street, not so much of an issue. But when you're on the bus, it's a closed environment, you can't escape, and so if you're going to wear a mask, at least let it cover your bloody nose! Not that I've got any pent-up issues about this or anything.
No, not at all.
So yeah, I've been...
So Friday you worked from home, Saturday
Was the start of the weekend, and it was a bit of gaming with the lovely Shades, my lovely boyfriend, who I love very much, and a bit of chilling, getting ready for National Novel Writing Month, because that kicked off on Sunday.
Yes, first NaNoWriMo from the first.
Yes, NaNoWriMo on the first of the month, and that is... so when midnight hit, I put finger to keyboard and started typing, and managed to get over 3,000 words by the end of the day. I was quite pleased with myself. Considering
What's the
the
daily?
1,667, I think.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the one thing though. If having done NaNoWriMo, you will find typically the first few days.
Yeah, the first week
In the first week,
is a breeze.
massive progress, but then it suddenly
grinds to a halt for weeks 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then week 4 picks back up again as you're in that mad panic as deadline looms.
hopefully picks up again for that mad panic. I saw very different bursts depending on what days I had available and
Yeah.
motivation.
I mean, I'm not planning on hitting the 50,000 word count this year because I know that I've not got any time off work.
Yeah.
And so I know that my time to write will be limited. But I'm planning to get as much in as I can, and so far I'm ahead of word count.
That's
So
the main thing.
I'm basically a day ahead at the moment, just shy.
If you can get yourself, if you can keep yourself matching and then get another day ahead,
Yeah,
then you'll be in a good position because it is, yeah, like you said, week 2, week 3.
exactly. When the kind of reality hits of what you're... and suddenly you can't find 30 words, never mind 30,000. Yeah.
And speaking of reality hitting, over that weekend we had the wonderful news that, hey, by the way, from Thursday everyone must stay at home.
Lockdown 2!
Down to Electric Boogaloo. Yes, that's been coming out.
Yeah.
And then shortly afterwards, we may have to extend it beyond the 2nd of December. And it was like, oh god. And everyone went panic buying toilet roll because you need to have toilet roll over any other
Apparently, yeah.
necessity.
Because the fact that all the essential shops are staying open and therefore they will have toilet roll.
Yeah, the supply chain is there. So all you've done, and this is speaking from experience of being in a supermarket, all you've done is created a surge that the supermarket systems won't necessarily 100% realise is going on. So the supermarkets, probably within a week, maybe 2, will suddenly be backstocked with toilet roll, because it's not like it doesn't exist. And the warehouse guys will be sat there going, why the fuck would anyone want to fucking stockpile this shit?
Yeah, I mean, we get toilet roll once every now and again because we get the Costco pack. So we get like a mini
It's like
stockpile.
a pack of 20 or something silly.
You know, with like 48 rolls or something. Dark.
Yeah, it's
a
big
lot of
enough.
rolls. Yeah, it's enough to do a house of 4 for a good couple of months.
Yeah, and we can go through them quite rapidly because coughs, colds, random spills, and then obviously toilet usage can vary. A typical day when we're not in, that would last a long time. With the fact that we're in 24/7,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It speeds up its usage.
yeah,
But I went to Costco on Saturday and there was no loo roll. And I thought, well, shit. It has begun.
Though admittedly, Costco is the small business ones. You know, the people who will be closing down their doors because furlough.
It's like everyone and their dog decided they wanted loo roll. And it's like, well, that's just typical, isn't it? It's our time to stock up and it's all gone.
But yeah, so we can't really whinge too much about that because effectively, for one person of this house, or for 2 people of this household, it hasn't really changed much. I'm still stuck at home. Jules is still stuck having to go out to the NHS clinic that she works at. Hedgie is slowly going crazy, and now TK gets to...
Crazy error. Come on. Is this Hedgie we're talking about?
and TK now gets to enjoy this as well. So whenever Hedgie's wandering in and out in his underpants, I can just throw TK at him, close the door, and actually
And just wait for me to emerge victorious.
emerge. Who the fuck says you had anything about emerging? I'm gonna nail the door shut.
We've got multiple doors, darling, and I've got the key. The one thing it's going to struggle with is finding vape juice again, because that was a struggle last time.
Well, I think now, because we're now in November, but just before we go into the music for Jackpot, just before Jackpot Games, if you want to play, you can do so. Just make sure you've got your internet-enabled device. Poke whoever else is with you who wants to play along. We will be there. We are now in November, so if you're thinking about getting gifts for family members, for friends,
For
anything
Christmas.
like that, for Christmas, get them now. And start scheduling those deliveries now. It may seem really early. Postal service doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
What postal service?
We have a postal service, but yeah, try it. Now is the time to start at least going, what am I going to buy? Even if it is a case of, fine, I will send an Amazon gift card. If you're desperate.
The great thing about Amazon gift cards is that you can email them.
You can email them, you can get the little tins that actually go through letterboxes that are actually really fucking cool. Expensive for what they are, but really fucking cool.
Right, we've actually waffled on a bit too much, so I'm going to forgo the song for now.
Oh, boo! Never mind.
We'll have it a bit later on instead. We got Jake Aldridge's new track to play as well.
Yay, so we can play that after the first round.
I'll be after the second round.
We'll
Because
see, we'll
I'd love
see
to
how
have
many
waffle too
people
much.
play. See how
Yes.
many people play.
We may have 3 rounds because we're all feeling a bit bleh, and so lots of fun could be fun. So let's just make sure I don't deafen myself, because there's nothing I like more than deafening myself apparently. And let's flick over to the Jackbox.
And the Quiplash.
Hello.
So whilst TK's adjusting volume, you need to point your internet-enabled device to
Is this so loud?
jackbox.tv. You need to enter the room code Yankee Bravo November Papa, give yourself a silly little name, and you can join us playing Quiplash. If you have people who are with you that would enjoy playing along, give them a poke, give them a mobile phone. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Plus anyone else who may divan time. Oh god. Anyone else who you know would like to join in and socialise on a Monday. You know.
Come play with us.
I think November is going to be where we struggle with our wonderful viewers, because it's that time when everything starts piling up. Oh, especially with the latest news. I don't know how everyone in like the retail sectors are going to deal.
Oh, it'll be fine, he says. People will eventually manage or go stir crazy and kill everyone else.
A month of close down before Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas shopping is going to be entertaining.
Rue time. I've started a theme.
Which one are you? Are you divan time or duvet time?
Duvet time.
You're duvet time.
I require a duvet. Probably shouldn't in this room, but...
No, you will dive, like, melting.
I probably wouldn't complain too much, and I would sit in it for as long as possible. I'm kind of hitting that, maybe I need to sweat it out, but it feels like, sort of wrap up and hibernate for a little bit, that's all.
Just as long as you haven't got COVID, that's okay.
No, I do not have a persistent cough. I do not have flu-like symptoms.
How's your sense of taste?
My sense of taste?
Well, you're wearing that jumper, it can't be that good.
Da-dum-dum-ch.
Oh. That was a long build-up for a crap gag, I'm sorry.
We'll get the gags in. So, anyone else, if they want to join in... Has Echo disappeared off the face of the earth as well?
Last seen online 2 hours ago, so yes.
So basically it was work, probably socialise, and he's now asleep.
Oh, if only. The amount of envy. The amount of envy right here. Right then. What I might do is just allow people another moment or two to go and join the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to very quickly go and get a drink. Because I am dying of heat exhaustion in this corner. With all the PCs chucking out all of the heat.
Oh damn!
All of the gaming consoles chucking out all of the heat.
I've got to sit here and
Phil,
silence. I've run out of drink and I can't fill silence with slurping. No, I haven't got a glass. If you can get me like a glass of juice instead of a cup of coffee. Yeah. So I am a little bit under the weather. The holiday was nice. Going towards the weekend, started to feel Monday comes around. Bleh. You would think, oh, Monday blues, and you'd be right. Most of the time, it is like, oh, going back to work, Monday blues. But no, I mean, I am feeling a little bit drained, and I need to probably need to like get my head down for a solid 8 hours sleep. Which is weird, because we don't really seem to be getting solid 8 hours of sleep. TK would kill for a solid 8 hours. TK has killed for a solid 8 hours. I can say what I like about TK now, he's not in the room. So how is everyone? How is the wonderful listeners? We do have a Discord. We do have a YouTube. Occasionally I look at the comments. Usually at the end of the stream when I realise, shit, there's comments. If you want to chat, feel free. We've got Cosmic. Oh god, my words are going. Cosmic, who's in there. Myself. TK, however, is making drinks. You can try and talk to TK, he's just not here. This is the downside of manning the entire studio on your Todd. I can't even push buttons to make music happen, because it's like all over there. I say, waving, when you can't see me because the camera's not on. I can't shift that button because I'm on the sofa and I am not moving. Yeah, Echo is somewhere. Hedgie is currently not with us today. I imagine he's loafing around in his room. I don't know about DH. DH is usually the most committed regular, but considering we are now going into the winter time, so if they're a retail person, this will be when they go, hey, they're IT. Okay. I lose track, especially right now. I lose track of everything. Although to be fair, my manager was like, hey, we're wanting people to do overtime. Do you want to do overtime? No. Can you get type? And I'm sat there thinking about this, going, I do 40 hours a week.
How much off would you like to fornicate with?
Like, I know other people do want to do overtime, but
Right.
I also want a social life.
Liquid refreshment has been achieved. No one's filled the holes. Let's get the show on the road.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
It's a foursome.
Awesome foursome. And let's let Schmitty explain the rules.
Hey.
Welcome, I'm your host Schmitty, and this is Quiplash. I hope you're all using your full legal names because this game will affect your credit rating. Here's round 1. You are about to see 2 prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it.
So now we all go quiet as we write our answers on the device.
You know when you get a flash of inspiration where the perfect answer just goes through your head for a split second?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. It wasn't quick. It wasn't slow enough for me to grab it though.
Really fucking annoying question. People are writing essays because no one's gotten in yet. Okay. Right, Google is not giving me an underline on that. I'm playing spell check the game, don't mind me. Divan time has beaten us all. Oh no, there we go.
Time's running out. Use a safety clip if you need it.
So, the last person in the 4-man squad writing his novella.
I'm not. I just spent a while trying to find the
All right,
spelling
let's
to one of
get
my
to
first
it.
answers.
Starting us off, Queen Elizabeth's wrestling name.
So the first question is Queen Elizabeth's wrestling
Your
name.
favorite.
We have the Flying Duchy or Corgi 1.
Don't give me hard choices, I'm feeling rough.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus. Split.
nope,
Oh,
the Flying Duchy
no.
wins it 2-1. 2-0 wins though.
Not too bad, that one.
That was the one that flashed in my head. It flashed again and I caught it.
Wise old saying your grandma taught you. Look before you blank.
Okay, so wise old saying your grandma
Put in
taught
your
you,
votes.
look before you pee in the wind, or look before you tap crazy. So,
Don't tap crazy.
if you look as you pee in the wind, doesn't that mean it goes in your face?
We'll have no king shaming on this channel, my boy.
That wasn't
Next
shaming, that was questioning, but that was a
Sonic the
one.
Hedgehog
Oh,
would
damn it.
trade all of his gold rings for.
Good game!
Okay.
What
vote.
Sonic the Hedgehog would trade all of his gold rings for? To erase all 34 of him and Amy Rose? Or just to be loved, damn it?
Sonic CD. Sonic 4. Which... Well, to be honest, I would remove the all 34 of him and... Sorry.
You forgot to vote, didn't you?
No, I'm trying to explain jokes.
Up next,
fail.
I know.
question an insecure god would constantly ask.
Okay, a question an
Ready,
insecure
set,
god
vote.
would constantly ask, are you sure? Or, is genocide okay?
Genocide.
I mean, really. It reads genocide.
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 You didn't say Genesis. Genesis.
You're not a genius if you're doing genocide. Oh, it's a 1-all split.
50-50 across the board.
TK's in the lead.
No, it's
We
not,
need-
'cause someone forgot to
That's
vote in the
end of
second round.
one. Let's take a look at the scores.
You should still be in the lead. Oh, no, sorry.
Your fault.
Not that it would have mattered that much.
Now round 2, where all points and bonuses are doubled.
Yay.
Oh, the drama.
Be ready. There are questions, and they are coming now.
This could be head cold from the way it's feeling. Okay. How many jinxes? Oh, fucking hell. How many jinxes? I'm sorry for the person who got my questions, or the people who've got my questions. I'm fairly sure one of those will be a jinx. If this game still allows that. That said, people are really thinking about these answers, so maybe
I
it
haven't
won't be.
got a bloody clue for my second question.
COVID-19. There we go. Bananarama. The divan is in. Will TK get in before Roo? Hold on, I need to Google what's a Roo. Rhubarb?
Don't you watch a streamer called Roo?
Baru?
Baru, yeah.
Well, there's a place called Roo in Scotland.
Okay, moment of truth.
Roo
Our
time.
first prompt is, in your job, you don't need a bulletproof vest, you need a blank-proof vest.
Hey, there's a jinx.
Shocking! How did I know that was coming?
Coming up next,
That lead
a good
TK
reason
didn't
to give a
have.
restaurant a 0-star review.
So I didn't even get to read the first question because it just jinxed out
Time to vote.
straight away. So the second one is a good reason to give a restaurant a 0-star review. And Nando's, which isn't at all cheeky, or their food is shite. No, literally shite.
I mean, I was never a cheeky Nando's person.
But if it's not a Nando's if it's not cheeky.
Next one, a terrible drill sergeant would be constantly yelling blank.
So, a terrible drill sergeant would
Get
constantly be yelling, or sentence to that effect, give me COVID or give me 10. I'm doing my best here. I like the one I picked.
Yep, so did everyone else.
Yep.
I prefer the answer too. I couldn't think of anything to write for that question.
Next in line, the technical medical term for swamp ass.
So
Jinx! Oh no, someone
is
thought
voting
about
time.
this.
yeah, the technical medical term for swamp ass is derriere or echo. With Divan Time getting 100% of the points there.
Comedy answers not allowed. Boo.
Well, they're allowed. It's just derriere was more comedy.
Round 2 is through. Let's see what it did to the scores.
Never mind, you've got round 3 to make it up in.
Ha! Okay, so... Oh!
So, Root Time's still in the lead, Divan Time is in second, I am in third, and Duvet Time in fourth.
About 900
We've
points
made
in
to
it,
round
so...
3, the last lash. Focus up because you're all answering the same prompt.
And it is a Acrolash. Because a Acrolash is correct grammar. Pay attention
Come up
to
with
your
a
device.
phrase this acronym stands for.
GSD.
So, come up with a full name for the acronym GSD.
Oh god, that is also an actual thing, isn't it?
Yeah, GSD is an actual thing. An actual thing I'm desperately trying to avoid. No, that one's
Yeah.
too downbeat.
I don't think it's going to do well, but then I'm last, so I'm not too worried. I can do last when I'm not... I can do naff answers when I'm last. That's the sentence. I would engage my brain, but my brain left a while ago. Oh, that was...
Everybody's in. You get 2 medals to award this time. Give out your gold and silver medals now.
So, what does GSD stand for? We have Gilded Soiled Diapers, Good Sappy Doggo, Greater Southern Doncaster, or German Shepherds, Censored.
But censor doesn't start with a D.
No, but Dong, Dick, danglings. They all do. Use your imagination.
Dog lead.
Yes, why not? But, well, people need to pick things. So...
2. Remember 2.
Everyone has voted.
Hey.
Brace yourselves.
So
here
we
come
could
those
see
medals. Here's
a
the
change in
silver
positions based on this. Oh,
and gold. Let's see what the medals to points exchange rate is these days.
So... Damage Shepherd says, oh no, I'm going to win this one.
wow. Divan time certainly has moved up. The question is, did
Okay,
2,000
let's see those
points
final scores.
Do it.
beat, I think,
No, not a
5?
chance.
No. Oh, it wasn't
Still stay the
enough.
same.
I thought it was. I
Road
thought
Time has been declared the champion,
Hey.
with Divan Time second, myself third, and Mr. Xavier there in last.
Yeah. Rue is a village which does duvet covers, so I get it now. I was confused.
Oh, there you go.
The D is silent, like the D in Naka. Spelt with a D. Danaka.
Okay.
We are not a South African country, although give it another year of this and we might be. We'll just be the South African country with rain. Ugh.
I'm not saying how the landmass is going to shift, but yeah, whatever.
Global warming. That's generally...
There will be the underwater country. We would be the lost city of Atlantis.
The D is silent at most room parties. Well, I'd imagine the D is normally silent at most room parties. You don't want a noisy D. Much like you don't really want a nosy F.
I'm going to bring us back onto the main thing now.
Hello.
Hello.
I am feeling mentally challenged today.
Really? We hadn't guessed.
Head cold.
Yeah, always the fun ones.
I got some limbs. It's the worst thing is it doesn't feel like a head cold, but my cognitive functions are slower than normal. But her,
There's a joke to be had there, boys and girls, but I'm going to be polite and refrain from it.
which is a first.
Had to happen sooner or later. Right, music time.
Jake Aldrich.
No, he's coming up after this.
Boo.
Yeah, we've got some Diamond Eyes up next. Which reminds me, I need to press that button there. Otherwise, we don't get Diamond Eyes. We get Quiplash again, and nobody wants that.
Techno Monkey failing at pushing buttons.
No, Techno Monkey remembering to push buttons. So failing to fail, which does mean we get Diamond Eyes with the song 23.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even best friend. Oh my God. Don't do this. For I must die. I need my best friend. Oh my God. Don't do this. For I must die. I need my best friend. Oh my God. Don't do this. Oh my God. I need my best friend.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Yeah, it's that time again for more games. And we have a new game, so let us bring the Jackbox back up.
We have a different thing.
We do.
We have feedback.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's right, you're new here. It's just a nuclear event drill. We
So,
have 'em every
because
month or
we've
so.
got a few people,
where do we go?
we're going to play
Down to the
Espionage, because that's a
What are you
good
doing?
game for a few people,
That's-
unlike
Yes.
the 8 that it
Kind of.
suggests.
You should have a tank, a mask,
Yeah,
and a
no, 8's a bit many for
regulator,
espionage.
Whoa, explain.
So, uniform Tango Oscar Echo is your new room code. For a spot of guessing the percentage of people.
Come back up slow. Don't want to get the bend.
So if you want to
I don't
join
think I can do
in,
this. I have
point
a
your
fear of
internet-enabled
death. I'm
device to
death-phobic.
jackbox.tv, give yourself a silly little name, enter the room
Hopefully the boss
code
won't take a head.
UTOE,
Good luck.
UTOE, your toe, whatever
Mito.
toe, yeah, and join in. It's a nice little friendly game. It's a Monday. It's kind of chill.
and relax. I'm not quite as frantic as Quiplash.
We're trying
We've
to
used
be
these
chill.
two tiny surveillance microphones hundreds of times.
It's very
So you
warm.
swallow this one.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got myself, we've got
And
Pillow
what
Fort,
about
we've
the
had
other
Cushion Fort join.
That one's the suppository.
Hey,
Or wait, is this the one you swallow and the other?
are there any more types
You
of
should go see our doctor.
comfy comfy object port that can join?
I can't quite read that because the font on my tiny screen is not helpful.
Rue Fort.
Roquefort.
Oh, Roquefort.
Office building. Our office is
Don't make me
currently
look up
closed
more
because, again,
stuff.
we're just a
Make him look
typical
up more
office
stuff, it's
business.
hilarious.
If you have an extension, enter it now. And
I will,
when it
however,
comes to it, how
say
you got
I've
that
been
intel.
disconnected.
We only need
Have you?
to know for regular office reasons. Nothing else.
Try refreshing, it may
Leave
let you
a
back in.
message at the beep, because
And
we
I'm now
certainly haven't been
buffering.
recording you this whole time.
Yay! That's because I have no internet.
Oh, why do you have no internet?
Good question.
It's
I'm
90
guessing. I'm
degrees. What
guessing
happened to the air conditioning?
Wi-Fi is a tightly
cuts.
hoarded resource,
happened to
but then
the ice in the
everyone's
freezer?
connected to
To cables.
the Wolf one at the moment, so inevitably I shall join back in again. Will it give me my thing? I cannot join this room. Refresh.
Yeah, refresh the page. You should be okay.
Hey Tina.
Hey,
any
there we
interesting
go.
Results from
Right, you
testing
ready?
those cell phone cameras?
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm back in, so that's all right.
Selfies, 60% of which were in front of a bathroom mirror.
Minor disaster. I think that's everybody, so we shall take our comfy object forts into espionage.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We shall begin.
Don't have enough pillows for a pillow fort.
All of
almost
the
get a plushie
surveillance we
fort.
do here at the government gets collected in this computer.
tiger
And
is
when I
the
say all
plushie
of it,
fort.
I mean all of it. Even that total disaster when you tried to cut open a mango. Usually we upload it straight to government YouTube, but today we're going to use it to play espionage. Time to play. Let's start with you.
Pillow fort's up first.
Yay!
Let's see what's on the menu.
Dinner, 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 Batman.
What percentage of people eat out, order in, or pick up a meal for dinner almost every day?
Well, if that question would have been asked
Carefully, you want to be as
recently,
close as possible to the actual percentage to get the most points.
I'm gonna say it's probably higher than I would expect.
Got it. 40%.
Well, it's definitely gone up in COVID times. But
Yeah.
Guess if the actual
I did
percentage is
try
higher
doing
or
takeout
lower.
on a regular basis first time we started in the house, and it was like, yeah, no, can't do that. It's like takeout after a couple of days.
Just one of you is saying higher, and the correct answer is
Oh, it was like
23%.
I'm envious of their plastic fork supply.
I'm obvious in a plastic wallet.
Who said lower?
Points.
Here's some points.
Woohoo!
Alright, there's still going to be plenty of times
Okay, who's up next?
to catch the
It's Roquefort.
I thought it would be higher, but never mind.
I'm going to search for...
Fanny packs or bum bags in
Bum
the UK.
bags in England, yes.
What percentage of people have worn fanny packs?
Were they alive in the 80s? Because in the 80s everybody wore a bum bag.
It's going to be difficult because there's a lot of people who don't know that reference now in these days.
15%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
I'm going to go higher.
Yeah, I think higher. As much as I
Everyone
would
says
love to
higher.
say that this
okay,
span
right
is gone.
answer is
Oh,
Way higher.
5%. You weren't within 30%, so no points for you. Let's see who got it right. Smart, yes. Here's your points.
The actual figure's higher. It's just only 65% of people admitted to it.
Next up,
Cushion fort's up.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this.
Singing live.
Karaoke participation.
What percentage of people prefer to experience karaoke merely as audience members rather than as singers?
I prefer to not experience karaoke.
Well, given the English probability of karaoke things in bars,
20%.
it's
Everyone else, higher or lower?
people put up with it.
I've done karaoke, but
Yeah. Days of me singing are long gone, let's be honest.
merely as audience members. Okay. I'm going to say high, but only
Unanimous
just.
again. And Surveil says
Okay.
58%.
Not
I
what I
mean,
thought.
unless Summer Lovin' comes on. Who got it
Gone,
right?
gone are the days
Well
of
done.
me
You get
trying to
points.
sing that one.
Who's next?
Tis I.
Well, you're in the lead, so
So far.
Hoping for a Don
Ah,
Rickles question.
And I'm dead.
What percentage of people have held an ice hockey puck in their hands?
no one in this room, probably.
20%. All right, what do you think?
Unless, of course, they're Canadian, in which case it's 100.
Just one of you is
too
saying
lower.
higher. Okay, let's see the
Do
right
the
answer.
Americans have insider knowledge?
Ooh, way more than I thought.
48%.
Yeah.
Not terrible. You get a few points at least.
Yay, points.
Well, it is a sport
Let's
you
see who
can
got it
literally
right.
play in the
Nice job.
road when
I've
it
got
ices
some points
up.
for you.
That's not ice hockey. Well, okay, when the ice is up, yeah.
Yeah.
That's more street ice hockey, though. So Xavier's actually winning that one.
Let's see where things
God knows
stand
how. I
after
thought I
round
was-
one.
Butts in horribly. Barely.
Not bad.
People
Things
still have
are
a
little
chance.
different in round two. I'll
Round
explain
3 is where it
to you.
all comes together.
Oh god, yeah.
First up,
Just Bellow Fort again.
let's
looking
see,
for-
what would be good? How about this?
hangers.
Coat hangers? Airplane?
Yes.
Oh, it is coat hangers.
Plastic preferred. Get
What
out.
percentage of people have more plastic hangers in their closets than wooden or wire ones?
More than I would like.
The wooden ones are the superior ones, but they're also the most expensive.
Well, the thing is, people will buy the clothes
we
and take
have a
the hanger
guess.
with them.
70%.
The
In round
first
2, you can now guess much higher
50
or
to
much
60%
lower.
of the
Pick one
time
those
they
if
buy
you think
clothes.
The answer is off by 50% or more. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, womp womp.
And until they break, you don't get rid of them. That's why you stop taking the hangers with you.
One lonely vote for lower. And the correct answer is...
Lower.
Whoa!
83%! No more wire hangers! Seriously, there's like no more of them. They're all plastic now, I guess.
Yeah, get the wood ones. Especially
You
for
got it
anything
right.
decent.
Here's some points.
Yay, points. Much needed points.
Okay, who's up next?
Still behind Pillow Fort though. Greg Fort's up.
For your pleasure.
Okay.
Condoms. Domestic storage.
What percentage of people right now have condoms in their homes?
This is where everyone seriously thinks when the last time they did shopping. But obviously this survey was done before lockdown.
Yes.
30%. Everyone pick higher or lower.
I'll say right now is a misdemeanor though, I think.
I don't want to risk. I
Everyone
don't want to
thinks it's
double
higher.
down on it.
Now let's get to the right
This
answer.
is where it's like 10% or something stupid. Oh, I should have
Oh, we
doubled
should have
down.
I keep mine in my wallet. It's earning interest.
Oh.
Let's see who got it right.
Points for everyone.
Points for you. Next up.
Cushion Fort, you're up.
Ooh, I remember seeing good surveillance for this yesterday.
Nose blowing. Very apt in this COVID age.
Phlegm removal.
What percentage of people most often use toilet paper to blow their noses?
Well, currently, not many people. But
People
again,
who want to waste toilet paper, we've got perfectly good tissues and hankies for that kind of thing.
there are people who hate the idea of nose rags with a vengeance. I know why,
31%.
but
And they can use kitchen
higher or
roll.
lower?
Like civilized people. That's quite a low figure. I'm going to go higher.
It's
I would buy the
unanimous
small
again.
packs of
And Surveil says
travel tissues. I usually did.
35%.
Well done, Cushion Fort.
Ooh, just
That is
a few
a nice-
percentage points off. Well
Yeah.
done.
Nice percentage.
That's 2,600 points right
geez.
there.
You got it right.
Okay.
Well done. You get points. And what have we here? Ah, that's too bad. That answer was closer than 15%. Shouldn't have doubled down.
Or this gets doubled up.
Who's next?
Me.
All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this?
Okay. Rule
What
six.
percentage of people are totally comfortable leaving politically motivated posts on Facebook?
Oh, when did they do this survey?
That's true. It's,
Even so, I still think that
trouble is, it's generally a vocal minority. So, that's my thinking.
27%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I think it's higher, but I am scared to double down.
Just one person says
go
lower.
for lower.
Okay, let's see the right answer.
Oh, I'm
40%.
glad I didn't
Well,
double
if you get
down.
at least 10 likes, loves, and ha-has, it was all worth it.
Guessing that number will be bigger now.
Or smaller.
Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you.
Only 30% off though. I'm quite happy with that.
It's
Final round
for the
time.
Final round.
Round.
By mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question. What variety of apple do people prefer? Let's see what we have.
This is where they name apples that I don't recognise.
And we get to pick 3 of them.
You have 3 chances to pick the most popular answers on the board. Ready? Go!
Okay. That one. That one. That one. I can only go by my personal taste. I don't know what bottom right or bottom middle is.
You've never had a gala apple?
Bottom right.
let's
Oh,
see
bottom
what
right,
you
sorry.
picked.
I've had the rest.
Everyone went gala.
Now let's take a look at the results.
Oh, what? Pink Lady was 5? Oh, come on.
Fuji, really? Honeycrisp.
Granny Smith?
I got Granny Smith at least.
Oh my god. People
Every
clearly
game
do
has
not
to
like
have a
sweet
winner, and our
apples.
winner is...
Oh, with the Granny Smith slave.
Yeah, yeah. God damn.
Wow,
Granny
you played this
Smith.
game like 87% of people wish they could, and only 21% of them could ever hope to.
We have a quick look at the leaderboard there.
I got sick to death of the Granny Smiths because they brought them into work instead of like the proper green.
Yep.
And depending on where you get them, they'd have the waxy sheen around them. But after a while, like a day, their texture suddenly changes from apple to slightly rubbery. I mean, fresh, yeah, but give me a golden delicious, give me a bloody any of the reds.
I'm quite partial to a Granny Smith, I must admit.
It's only because everyone pumps that shit out, and it's not as expensive as the other stuff. I mean, green apples, oh, they're a bit bitter. They are a little bit bitter.
On the subject of things that are a bit bitter, Mr. Xavier, how are you? Right, now I think it's time we should play some Jake Aldridge.
Yeah.
How about you? We played this last week, but we're going to play it again because it's a good song, and he's got a single coming out on the 6th, I believe. But let me just consult my notes.
Yep. So if you're interested in his music, we probably will have a link.
We
We
do.
recommend you at least have a listen, have a look. He's been kind to the show, so we will be happily promoting.
Yep, and so it's his new single comes out on Friday, the 6th of November, 2020.
Yep.
And it is called King of the World.
Always in the crowd, right next to the stage. Just like a boy watching, I was too scared to play. But with you, I'll be headlining the show. And with you, on the road can feel like home. You're out of my league, but you don't even know. I'm down on my knees, praying you won't be told. I don't have much money, but if you are my girl, I'm king of the world, the king of the world. I would imitate nearly everyone else. I could be anybody, but just never myself. But with you, every storm feels like a breeze. And with you, I'll be living out my dream. You're out of my league, but you don't even know. I'm down on my knees, praying you won't be told. I don't have much money, but if you are my girl, I'm king of the world, the king of the world.
It's that time where the cast of Tiger Tales Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Hello, I spy content. I wasn't expecting content.
Content, yes. Well, I figured that since you've been watching a lot of it and you're finally catching up to the point where I'm at, it's probably safe to talk about the new reboot of DuckTales some more for season 2.
So we have talked about this previously, although this was
season 1.
Some of season 1. I hadn't seen all of it.
Yeah.
I realised. But TK has picked up Disney Plus. God knows how long that'll last, but it has picked up Disney.
It'll last at least a year because that's how long I got it for.
That's how long I got it. TK has switched the Switch.
What Switch?
Yes. There we go. Oh no! I just read a comment. You've actually put up the old card.
Oh, did I?
Sorry,
damn it.
Jake.
Sorry, Jake.
Sorry.
This is what it should look like, boys and girls. There you go. There's the card.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
This is the song we just played.
This is the guy that we're supporting. Honest.
Look, here's a bit of the song again. Let's just click the button. There you go. Bit more of the song. There goes. Just like we did it right. Right?
Yeah. Honest.
I thought I'd gone to the next slide. I obviously hadn't.
Okay. So done and dusted. DuckTales. So I'd seen some of season 1. TK had seen all of season 1. We had indeed spoken about it on the show before. This is the reboot of DuckTales. Because this had a massive amount of teasing on who the voices were going to be. They had the a cappella of the song, which was really cool with all the voice actors. They had David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck, and they have characters from the original series back in season 1, season 2 so far. In the style of the comics, if ever you read the DuckTale comics, it has the artistic style of the comic rather than the old Disney cartoons. Season 1 introduced you to the characters, led you into Scrooge being an adventurer, Donald Duck being a capable adventurer.
I always said he was. I think he's been hard done by
the original cartoons. The original cartoons really did him over. And there being a mystery about the family, which ended in season 1 in an interesting reveal over Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mother. So that occurred for season 1. It also underlined the fact that there's Uncle Scrooge, who is older than Uncle Donald, somehow, but still Uncle, and...
Well, we know how, but we can't talk about that until you get to that part of the story.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that gets expanded on, because the first one was building a lot of stuff and expanding little bits and pieces. Season 2 builds off of season 1, and is leading towards an actual end of season arc, although the way they do it is also quite awesome. So this is bringing the character of Huey, Dewey and Louie's mother back, because she was the one that was in the Spear of Selene. She was the one that crash landed on the moon. Apologies for spoiling season 1, but it's still interesting to watch through. So they're now... Well, they're not really able to deal with it. They're still doing their adventures, but in the meantime, because of stuff that Della Duck is picking up, she is determined to get back. So she's trying to rebuild the Spear of Selene. So you have, on Earth, more references to Tailspin.
DuckTales. And
Tailspin. More references to, what was it, the city that Tailspin exists to. Because Don Carnage has been in this series.
Yes, he has.
Darkwing Duck actually is inserted in this in such a way that not only makes sense within the story of how they set this up, makes sense within the episode how it sets up, and actually honours the original.
Yeah.
I've not gotten to the him actually doing it.
Season 3 has had a whole Darkwing Duck episode.
Yeah, they actually honour very much the spirit of Darkwing Duck in this. I absolutely loved the episode for that reason, but also because they then went, Launchpad occasionally fucks off and does his own adventures. Fuck it, we'll bring him in, and somehow he's capable as well.
Well, he has to be a sidekick because he's DW's sidekick in Darkwing Duck, and so
he always wants to be the sidekick, but they do get him in a bit more him having adventures. Not like him disappearing off under the sea for girlfriend or off Japan girlfriend. I still would like to have something along those lines occur. But it expands upon him, his character. And they build on the interpersonal relationships between the characters a lot more. They've developed Huey, Dewey and Louie a lot more from the original twins.
yeah, because the original cartoon of DuckTales, they were very just kind of swappable.
Yes, well, that's what they were voiced by the same person.
They all had the same personality. All that you could do was change to differentiate was the change of colour.
Yeah, but it's like Huey, Dewey, Louie, red, blue, green, or red, green, blue, red, blue, green. Huey, the red one, who is voiced by the guy from Community. He is the woodchuck guy.
Yep.
He is
the Junior Woodchuck Guidebook follower.
Yep, and he's the more analytical one. He does enjoy adventure, but sometimes doesn't.
He wants to fill out his Junior Woodchuck Guidebook and get all the badges.
Dewey, who I believe is the blue one, Huey, Dewey, Louie, blue one, who is adventurous and does get pulled on adventures with Scrooge, with Della Duck when she comes back. Louie, although Dewey is more... I would say Dewey is very much the middle kid, but they all seem to pick on him because he's like the one that may have been dropped on his head at birth and stuff like that. Louis is the one who is the con artist.
He's the one who wants to make a quick buck rather than actually work for it.
And he has a lot of interpersonal building with Scrooge, as well as Scrooge's nemesis / love interest, Goldie.
Glomgold! Oh, the
Not Gombold, no, love interest.
I was going for Glomgold until you said love interest. And I was like, no, abort!
Yeah. Glomgold does come back, and he's got a fleshed out backstory from one. And because in this there's the bet,
yes,
which I kind of see where might resolve, but I don't want to say anything because I could.
You
be
haven't
wrong.
got that yet, have you?
Yeah, I haven't got that, but they've got a bet to see whoever's the richest duck at the end of the year. So at the end of the season of DuckTales,
become the richest duck in the world.
Yeah. So.
And the loser gets the other's estate. That's why the winner gets the other's estate.
Yeah, and his poor owl assistant / person who's trying to rein him in. Such a shame. Brilliant though.
You'll love where that goes.
I don't want to guess because it'll probably be wrong and it'll probably be a terrible spoiler if I get it right. But there's a lovely relationship there. Magica hasn't returned because the big villain end for here was Magica.
In season 1, yeah.
They do tie off part of that storyline, or fill it in a little bit with characters associated with the granddaughter.
Webby's best friend.
Yeah, Webby. Yeah. That's the word I was looking for, Webby. So that has. So it's more for season 2. I would say it's more building upon what's been developed, establishing a lot more interpersonal relationships with the characters, and rounding out the story aspects. So there is further development with these characters. So it's like, well, there's the magical line that can exist. There's the con artist line. There's the adventure line. There's the Junior Woodchuck line. There's Launchpad, who very much has a clear idea of what a hero should be and do, and has shown this through all of the episodes, and how he is relating to Mrs. Beakley, and how he relates to Mrs. Beakley, and how he relates to Della Duck. So
and Donald Duck.
Yeah.
And all the others.
And it's odd when you look back over the episodes, because initially it starts with the typical throw-in aside stories, and kind of they are separate stories, but when you start going back over them, you see how it feeds in, how the development occurs. You pick up on so many references to the theme song and other things that have
You do notice that there's kind of an overarching theme which a majority of the episodes hit on in some way.
Yes.
Even the filler episodes even hit on it slightly in some way, and that's always very nice to see.
They have from season 1, season 2, they have a solid arc and a solid story theme. So each section will feed into it, and on top of that, they're not static. This is the character. This is the character. He's experienced something, and either he learns from it and moves forward, or it's an obstacle that they can't move over. I mean, we had an episode where they were looking into the quote-unquote disappearance of Donald Duck, whereupon they discover he's actually been having anger management therapy, which when you hear that sentence, you suddenly go, yeah, that would make sense. But he hasn't been that mental in the season so far.
And now you know why.
And just before the sentence that gets said for the thing that then occurs. And even better yet, it was like, he won't be coming back for a month, and I'm sat there going, that's going to tie in for the episode, isn't it? That's when the episode gets ahead. Fucking hell. They do like crossing the messages. I will say, everything I've watched so far, I've been really enjoying. The tie-ins to the other Disney stuff that's not Mickey.
Well, they did.
And things.
They've made
really
mention
nice.
on the internet there has been word of a Disney Afternoon kind of universe.
I would like that, because I would love to see what Tailspin would look like existing in a world where Duckburg exists.
We know what Don Carnage looks like. So
Oh yes.
The rest of the Tailspin crew can't be too far behind, hopefully.
I hope so, because I would love to see how they have that dynamic relationship between...
I'd like to see how they get the Rescue Rangers and Gummy Bears in there.
Oh, well, Rescue Rangers I don't know.
Gummy Bears they've teased.
Yeah, Gummy Bears they've teased as a legend and a myth.
Yes.
So if it does exist, they've got the room to go historic, like the original cartoon. Tailspin's a bit harder, but that relationship is... I would very much say that that relationship setup really does need to be...
Actually, Tailspin I could see being the easiest.
Yeah, but it's more the relationships. It's... Baloo? It is still Baloo, because this was the characters from Jungle Book.
Baloo and Kit.
Kit, who is the son of the lass I can't remember the name of.
No.
Who... Is it son?
I can't remember if it's son or not.
Adopted, but basically she's the parent trying to keep Kit in line, but Kit's got Baloo, who's this crazy pilot figure, also in a seaplane, whilst he's trying to be a fatherly figure, he is as much a fuck up as Launchpad, sometimes worse, sometimes better. And I would love to see that in relationship continue on. I don't want that broken down.
Okay, Blues Air Service taken up by Rebecca Cunningham. That's who has a young daughter named Molly.
Oh yeah, so Kit is
an orphan boy.
Orphan, yeah.
Yeah, and former pirate, the ambitious grizzly Kit Cloudkicker attaches to
God.
Baloo and becomes his navigator.
Yeah.
Sometimes calls him Papa Bear.
If they can keep that relationship going and develop that, I would be very much happy, especially if it is in a universe that Duckburg exists. But I'm more interested in there being Darkwing Duck, because I loved the Darkwing Duck stuff, and I would really love to see, with what they've built so far, because I've not reached that episode for season 3, how Darkwing Duck would be. I've seen a teaser, and from the teaser I will say it looks like they're going to be very close to the original origins.
Well, what I like is in Season 2 in DuckTales, we got the origins of the Darkwing Duck as we knew from the old 80s cartoon series.
They really did a good job in setting that up properly. I like that.
The introduction of Drake Mallard.
Yeah, the introduction, the bringing in the mother character and how she is disconnected and how she's trying to reconnect through the various relationships with everyone. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think I'm at the point where we're starting to head towards the end of the season, so it's more starting to coalesce into the inevitable three.
I must admit, when season 2 hit Disney Plus in the UK, I binged it within 3 days.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And that was on work days as well. It was a case of, should I go to bed and get the correct amount of sleep, or should I watch one more episode? Oh, one more episode's
One more episode, yeah,
it's
one of
already
those
on.
jobs.
It's playing. Sod it. I'll watch it.
But I will say this is very much a good watch. It is an improvement upon season 1.
Yep.
And it gives me hope that season 3 will be even better.
Which all you lucky people in America are watching right now.
Yep. And it gives me hope that they'll have decent continuations and introduction to the rest of the season. I am hoping that with this success and the overflow of people enjoying actually rebooting a series and not fucking it up.
Yeah, this is actually a really good reboot. I mean, what filled me full of hope when it was very first announced is when they released the theme tune. And the theme tune was outstanding. And I was like, this is how you do a theme tune reboot properly. Danger Mouse did it successfully, and now DuckTales has done it successfully. And I know there's one other as well. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Animaniacs.
Yeah, Animaniacs, which is the next one. If they can get that done well, I will be very happy.
I'll be very happy.
Because it means that clearly there is a better art form than some other cartoons.
Well, I hope with Animaniacs,
a better way of rebooting.
Because they've got the original voice cast back, and it's not a reboot, it's a continuation.
Yes.
They acknowledge the fact it's been X amount of time since the last season.
Yeah.
So my hopes are guarded but high.
Well, so far we've just got Pinky and the Brain and the Warner Brothers and Sisters.
Yeah.
Potentially other famous caricatures.
Are yet to see the trailer, watch it. And if you're yet to see the Jurassic Park trailer,
watch that as well.
Definitely see that, because if we get that level of comedy, I'm going to be a very happy bunny.
Well, if it continues and improves, like they've shown with DuckTales, like other companies have shown with DuckTales,
like
and other
Disney
companies have shown with the reboot of Danger Mouse.
Oh, and Tiny Toon Adventures is coming back.
Yeah, oh, I saw that. I'm hoping it does well. I am hoping they're not going to fuck that up.
Yeah, it's Tiny Toons
Warner
University
Brothers again.
Yeah, it's another Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
And
because Warner have been ditching stuff, so we'll see how well that does.
Hopefully very well, because I liked the original Tiny Toon Adventures.
Oh god, yeah.
On that
We'll
note,
see.
it's the end of the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check the time. Yeah, it's gone
we've
past
hit-
10 o'clock.
We've hit 10. We did the thing, everyone.
Hey, thank you for bearing with us at the beginning of the show where I think...
We get 20 minutes to break things.
Yeah, I think OBS and YouTube were not talking to each other properly, so it needed to be restarted. Oh, excuse me.
You're having an old man moment.
Old man moment, yeah. Apologies for me being a little bit, but unfortunately I've been a little bit drained this tail end of the weekend coming into
And
the
this
week.
room being 1,001 degrees.
I don't mind that. I like
really
the,
warm.
I like the heat because it means I can start going. Yeah, it soaks in. So if I then go into the cold, I've got internalized heat instead of going, oh shit, I'm now really cold. It's like, okay, I'm okay.
Whereas I'm just looking for the cold to go, take me, please. I am a warm mofo.
That is a sentence. So yes, so we'll be back next week because TigerTails is on Mondays, 8:30 GMT. We've only got a few episodes left for season 13. We will be finishing before Christmas.
Yes, we will.
May be finishing after lockdown. May. We'll see how things go. But that is on Mondays. We do Jackbox games about 9 o'clock. So if you want to join in, you can indeed do so. If you've got friends who wouldn't mind playing as well, give them a prod at the time and get them to join in. We would love to see people joining in playing with us. On Fridays, we have TigerTails Gaming. And currently, it is the 20th anniversary of the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 1, the 25th anniversary of PlayStation 1 in Europe, we had prepared and we had videos. We haven't for this.
Yes, PlayStation 2's anniversary has taken us by surprise.
Bit of a snuck-up job. So it's the 20th anniversary for November, so we'll be streaming PlayStation 2 games. So this does mean we'll be trying to finish Shaolin Monks this month. It's only the boss rush.
I know. We're about 2 months out of practice.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.
Maybe a fresh attack. You know, we'll.
Oh God, no! Not doing it all again.
Not the whole thing. I mean, just on the boss rush.
On the boss rush. Yeah,
basically
hopefully.
we're coming into it fresh again. So hopefully that'll help.
And we've got a few other PlayStation 2 games knotted around, so they'll be played. On the weekends, so Saturday or Sunday, I will be doing Stream and Chill, where I will be playing, or continuing to play through Vagrant Story. My intention for that is just to have a nice chill stream. If you want to jump in, say hi, add some comments, get TK to shout at me to read the comments on YouTube, absolutely fine, love to hear from you. Anything outside of that, follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on our YouTube platforms, so that way we can keep you up to date. We also have our websites, tigertailsradio.co.uk and tigertailsgaming.co.uk. When we go into the hiatus, which will be next month, we will give you news on how long that will be, how we're looking to come out of it. Potentially things may change for 2021. We'll let you know, and we'll see how to go, because potentially the studio may need to be shifted around depending.
I want more screens.
Yeah, TK wants more screens. Realization that we maybe need a PC which actually has overhead.
Hey, I've got the CPU ready to go in. I just need an Echo to be able to come and install it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any thermal paste, and he has some now.
Yeah, so currently we're waiting on other Techno Monkey to stop falling asleep straight after work.
Well, not just that, but being allowed to come over and do it.
Yeah, there is. Well, yeah, because lockdown is going to stop that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. But on that note, I think we need to do a round of good nights.
We do indeed. So, it is a good night from the Xavier.
Good night, Todd.
And a good night from myself, TK. Thank you for watching and listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. As Xavier says, we will return next week with more shenanigans, more Jackbox, more Review of the Week, and maybe even some more Done and Dusted.
Yeah.
You never know your luck. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.